So y'all, this girl and her best friend decided to go see this psychic lady. Now they had been planning to go see this psychic lady for weeks. And it wasn't really that something was wrong in their lives. They just wanted to go see a psychic lady. So they scheduled an appointment to go see the psychic lady. Here it is the day of for them to go see the psychic lady. So they go to the psychic lady house or whatever. She introduced herself. Everything is real cool, you know what I'm saying? She real chill. She laid back. She seemed like she real about her shit. Like she got a lot of stuff around her house, you know what I'm saying? That just show that she's really a psychic lady. So the girls and stuff like that, they just amazed by all the shit that she got, you know what I'm saying? The candles, how it smelled in the house. Like her house looked it very, very nice. Most psychic ladies' houses be like crowded with a lot of cats and all that shit like that. You remember I was telling y'all about the story where the psychic lady had like a lot of cats around her house and stuff like that? This lady was more like a OCD type psychic lady. You know what I'm saying? She had her candles and stuff like that, but she would have them like so pretty, like in pretty places and stuff like that, mounted on a wall. Like it was very, very pretty, pretty. So the girls or whatever, they feeling the vibe or whatever because it's one of the girls was like, I'm sorry, this if this is some creepy shit, then I'm going home. So when she walked into the psychic lady house or whatever, it kind of changed her whole demeanor once she saw the psychic lady's place. She like, okay, you know, it's chill, it's cool over here. Like I can dig this. Like she basically was telling her friend, like, you know what I'm saying? She don't seem like she's one of those weird ass psychic ladies or whatever. So at this point, they sitting on the couch or whatever. The psychic lady telling them, just give me just a minute. I'm gonna run to the back, get all my things or whatever, and I'll be back up. So while the psychic lady going to go get her stuff or whatever, the best friends they on the couch and they talking to each other. So one of the best friends was telling the other best friend like, I'm just gonna tell her give me good stuff. Like just tell me all the good news that's gonna happen in my life. Don't tell me nothing bad or whatever. The other friend on the other hand, she just like, no, I want to know the good and the bad. So they laugh or whatever, and the best friend that said she only wanted to hear the good, she was just basically telling the friend that said she wanted to hear it all. She was just basically telling her like, you gonna fuck around and that woman gonna tell you some shit that you're not gonna want to hear. So the best friend basically telling her like, I'm prepared to hear whatever she got to say. So here the psychic lady coming back in the room. So she asked the girls like, y'all ready or whatever? Are y'all sure y'all want to do this? Like, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and third. So mind y'all, I told y'all the friend that didn't want to hear the bad stuff. She basically told the psychic lady, you know what I'm saying? I just want to hear the good stuff. Don't tell me nothing bad or whatever. The other friend like, tell me the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. Tell me everything. So the psychic lady, she sit down, she get comfortable, whatever. She bring out this long robe and she lay it across her table. She likes four candles. She like two of them beside her and she like two of them beside the girls. So the psychic lady, she asking them who's gonna go first or whatever. So the girl that said she only wanted to hear the good stuff, she decided to go first. So the psychic lady starts telling her, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have a baby sometime next year. You're gonna meet this wonderful guy. Um, and she kind of paused. So the girl, remember she said she didn't want to hear nothing but the good stuff, but she paused. She said, I'm gonna meet a good guy, like a nice guy. Is he gonna be good looking, all that stuff like that? She was like, yeah, he's gonna be what you prefer, in a man and all that stuff like that. And she was like, okay, is he gonna treat me right? So now you asking deep shit. Now you want to know the good and the bad of what's gonna happen in this relationship. So the psychic lady was like, he's gonna treat you right, you know, in the beginning. So she like in the beginning, what he gonna act like, later on, like in our future? How would he be acting then? So she tell her that, the guy that she's gonna meet or whatever, he's gonna be a guy from Haiti. Now this guy, he studied love spells, he practiced witchcraft, he does voodoo, like he just does a whole lot of spiritual stuff. So the girl was asking the psychic lady, okay, is it any way that he'll try to harm me or he'll try to cast a spell on me or try to do like a voodoo spell? Like, you know what I'm saying? Will he do anything that will harm us or affect our relationship or, you know what I'm saying, maybe even unalive me or some type of shit? So the psychic lady was basically telling her, like, you know what I'm saying, okay, I only do 5 minutes with each person. So I have your 5 minutes unless you want to pay for another 5 minute session. So the lady was like, okay, it's cool. I'm gonna meet a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? Well, the best friend. She was like, I'm cool. I'm gonna meet a nice guy. He's gonna do love spells or whatever. So she feeling like, okay, if I meet this guy, whatever, he's nice to me. This is the guy that she's talking about. So in her eyes, in the back of her mind, she was thinking like, okay, if I meet this guy, then so I could just tell him I know about you doing love spells, I know about you doing voodoo and stuff like that. Just don't do this shit on me. So this is what she's thinking in her head. So now it's the friend time to get her reading. This is the friend that want to hear the good and the bad. She basically tell her like, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna meet someone. She told her that her mom was gonna pass away. She told her that she was gonna have like a one night stand and the guy was gonna like ditch her, you know what I'm saying, leaving her to take care of the baby on her own. She told her that she was gonna have a good job. And you know what I'm saying, she was going to be able to support the baby, even though the father was not going to be involved in the baby's life or whatever. She'll be able to support the baby, because she would have like a stable job, a good job, a well-paying job. So when she told her that her family member was going to pass or whatever, she just burst out in tears or whatever. Her thinking in the back of her head, okay, I didn't talk to this psychic lady. Maybe I can prevent, you know what I'm saying, this from happening. Maybe I can like warn this person that she's telling me about, you know what I'm saying, to just stay safe and stay out the way, and just be careful with who you come in contact with or whatever, because you're bound to pass away any day now. You know what I'm saying? I heard this from a psychic lady or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I could just tell them that. So that is what she's thinking in the back of her mind. Y'all, it's 5 minutes into her session. She cuts it short. She like, okay, if y'all want to do another 5 minute session, then you know it's just a little small fee. Since you did it the first time or whatever, I'll just give you like a discount, you know, to get the second reading. So they're like, we'll just come back another day or whatever. We're gonna talk about this and this and that. So they get in their car, they go, and from the psychic lady house all the way to their house or whatever, they're quiet. Now they stayed together, y'all. They was best friends or whatever. So they just was quiet in the car. Didn't nobody say nothing until they got to the driveway. They got to the driveway. They sat in the car for a minute or whatever. They was talking, and the best friend that was like, I want to hear good and the bad. She was asking the best friend that said she only wanted to hear good. She was like, how do you feel about what she said? Like, do you feel like she's telling the truth? Do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, that shit is real that she said or whatever? Because if I'm having a passing in my family, I feel like I need to warn my family to just be careful. So the best friend was like, I don't know. I don't believe her. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't fuck with no motherfucker from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? She was just making a joke or whatever. So at this point, you know what I'm saying, in the back of their minds, they already knowing like this could be some real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had heard about this woman, you know what I'm saying, doing readings on other people. And, you know, some of it came true. Majority of what they was hearing, it had came true in real life. So she was just basically telling her friend, like, friend, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? If it happened, it happened. We'll just know what to look for or whatever. So fast forward, here it is, months or whatever. They decide to do another reading. Y'all, this is where the story goes down the fucking hill. Like for part 2, y'all.